All right, well, we'll go ahead and get started. This will be recorded and shared. So if you miss anything, that's all right. You can go back and check out the recording. Welcome to our Zenlist product showcase. Zenlist launched first thing this morning. It is available on our Doorify dashboard. And today we have Nolan and Jessie from Zenlist. They're going to help showcase this amazing product. If you don't mind, please drop any questions you have into the chat. We'll also reshare the Zenlist product page that we have, which will be full of great resources and just common questions that have come up. Without further ado, Jessie, take it away.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me. I'll go ahead and share my screen. I've got just a couple slides, and then we're going to dive right into what the heck Zenlist is, why we're all here, and how you can really get started. But I want to provide just a little bit of backstory, a little bit of context as to who Zenlist is, and how it can really help you in your day-to-day, how it can help your clients. Zenlist was actually founded by two home buyers, and this is my favorite little piece of Zenlist lore. Jake Thompson and Tom McLeod, they are our CEO and CTO here, were in the home buying process when they saw two big problems that they experienced when they were working with their agent. They saw the disconnect and they thought to themselves, why aren't we using the same tools that our agent is? Why isn't our agent using the same tools we are? And so that is the birth story of Zenlist. Those two main problems are that agent-facing tools aren't easily accessible for clients. And if they are, they often don't meet the expectations that clients have for modern technology. So they can be difficult to sign into. They might not have a mobile app. Everyone's experience is a little bit different. And that second problem is that client-facing tools aren't built for agents. They sacrifice information that agents need in order to do their jobs quickly and efficiently, and they do that in favor of accessibility. So all of those public search portals, right? And this was my experience when I purchased my home. My agent set me up on an MLS search. They didn't have a mobile app. I live in a rural part of South Carolina. And so my husband and I went right to public search portals, and it created all of this disconnect between our agent and I. It created tons of different text threads and email chains and screenshots and phone calls and voicemails, and it made it really hard for all of us to stay on top of everything that we were working towards in our home buying process. And so it begs to question, why aren't agents and clients using the same tool? And so that's where Zenlist comes in. Our hope is to provide you as the agent with a really robust mobile MLS tool that you can take with you out in the field so that you can access listing information. You can contact listing agents. You can see all of the activity that's happening in your market. You can schedule showings through showing time, all of that information that you need while giving your clients a really nice, smooth experience when they're working with you. So I'm actually going to stop my yapping there. I'm going to swap and I'm going to show you the Zenlist app. We'll have sign up instructions. I promise we will give you all of the resources. So I just beg you, pay close attention, save your questions, but drop them in the chat. We're happy to answer them. We'll have some time as well to address all of those. I can go back through and show anything else that we may need to. But this is going to give you a good debrief into exactly what you can expect inside of Zenlist. I'm just going to share my phone screen here. Beautiful. If I've done everything correctly, you should be looking at my phone now. And I'm just going to open the Zenlist mobile app. Everything I'm going to show you can be done on a desktop or your phone, your tablet, your iPad, whatever device you prefer. It's all cross-compatible. But because we focus so heavily on that mobile MLS, those mobile tools, I want to start in our mobile app so you can see a little bit of what this all looks like. You'll be defaulted to your search screen here. And here, pretty standard search. There are a couple things that are a little bit different. So across the very top, you'll have your locations where it says city, neighborhood, address. This is where you're going to search for any of those locations that you may need. Cities, towns, zip codes, counties. You can search by school zones or a specific district if that's what you need. You can do all of that here. So if I just type in Raleigh, for instance, it's going to give me all of those different options to choose from. I'll choose the one that aligns best with what my clients are looking for. And then I can come into my filters just below And I've got all of my local filters here. So all of that local information that I care about seeing is here for me. I can add my bedrooms, my bathrooms, my price ranges. I can also search for a filter if that's exactly what I need. So I know if I need, let's say a property with a pool, for instance, I can type that little keyword in, and yes, we need a private pool here. Oh my gosh. Okay. No private pool. I can pull up on the bottom and start reviewing a lot of these listing results that are populating for me. And if we open one of these into the listing details, we'll have a full report of everything about this property. I've got all of the photos that are here for me to scan through, and I've got all of that listing information. So I'm going to run through a couple of things here. You'll have your public remarks here. This agent information section is restricted from your clients. So this is here front and center so that you have all of the information you need, but it'll be restricted from your clients so that they're not tempted to reach out to another agent. Zenlist is a safe space to collaborate with your clients. We don't do data collection. We don't do leads. It's just not our business model. So your clients are yours until you tell us that they're not. But I want to point out that I can schedule a showing here through showing time if I need to. I can also call this agent if I need to. I'll just tap to call. That never works when I'm in Zoom. I tested it before I joined, so I apologize. I have all of that listing agent's information here. Tons of information about the property, confidential documents front and center. So I can pull those up. If I'm standing in this home with my clients, I can pull those up and show them all of that information directly from the app on my phone. Great mortgage calculator, some similar homes nearby. This is where we get into some of those mobile agent tools. These similar homes we lovingly call a quick or a rapid CMA. It'll show you exactly what's sold nearby this property, what's pending nearby, or what's active nearby as well. So you can get a good gauge for the specific neighborhood. It's all based on the characteristics of the home and the location. So you're getting a good kind of quick CMA, like we say, not a full proper one, but it'll give you and your clients an idea of what's going on, and then your schools and your property history down below. Some other things inside of this search that we want to talk about is this hot sheet filter. So across the very top, that little fire emoji, this hot sheet filter is going to give you a snapshot view into exactly what has happened in the specified time frame. And you can save these hot sheets. It'll actually be a step you take when you create your account. One of the first things you do. So let's say I want to see the last 24 hours worth of activity inside of Raleigh. It'll update all of my filters. So I'm looking at the closed, the pending, the active, different property types. And I can use that to see what's happened in the last day or so. I can see the yellow ones are now pending, greens were recently activated, and the reds are now off market. They've probably sold. And I can use that, again, swipe up, look at all of those different property details. And there are some search statistics as well. So if I just click on where it says 111 results, this is going to give me some statistics about what's happening for those properties. What are the days on market? What are the average list price looks like? What are the average close price? Things like that. That'll give you and your clients a good idea as to what's happening in the neighborhood. And again, you can save these for a daily recap of what you've been missing or to help you stay on top of your market. One thing I want to be sure to point out, and I always bury this lead, is that Zenlist updates listings. I think it's about every 15 seconds is what we decided on, but in real time. So as soon as a listing hits the MLS, you can see this one was listed 4 minutes ago. It's going to be sent to Zenlist. As soon as there's a status change or a price change, as soon as new photos are added, any of those changes that happen, they'll be sent to Zenlist automatically. So there's no delay in those listings. You can really trust the information that you're seeing here because we're constantly updating it and refreshing that data. So you're seeing what's live in the MLS directly from the app on your phone. You can also search for specific addresses. So if I am showing a property and I think, oh, well, maybe this property would be a good one and I want to share it with a client, I can search for the address or the MLS ID. I'm going to do 1521 Chapel Hill Road. You can see it's already populating a lot of those options for me to choose from. I don't have to memorize the full address if I don't have that, if I don't have the brain space for it. I have all the closed properties here from this history. And if I just click on that active listing, here it is. So I can quickly locate all of the listings that I'm looking for, whether they're active or closed, expired, whatever that may be. And now going back to my example, I want to send this to a client. I've talked a lot about client collaboration. Zenlist is a safe space. You can invite your clients. We have webinars that will go into much more depth about how to actually set up clients. I want to be respectful of everyone's time and give you just that good 10,000-foot view. But I want to talk about this link here. So towards the middle of my page, it'll say your client's not in Zenlist yet. You can share this. And this link is a shareable link that can be texted to your clients. So let's say maybe this is my property and I want to market on social media, or I think this is a good fit for my client, but maybe it's a little bit over budget, or it's got 2.5 bathrooms instead of 3. I can still share that listing with my client without actually taking the step to invite them through this public page. So I'll just copy that little URL. And if I open this in a Chrome browser, this is what my clients will see. So they'll have a beautiful landing page. It'll look like I spent hours making this and coding and, setting all of it up. It'll have all of that listing information that we mentioned, all of the photos in the gallery that my clients can flip through, all of the details, all of that stuff. So I text this link to my client. They can still see that property information. They can still communicate with me without having to actually take that step to invite a client. These branded pages are great, like I said, for marketing. If this is your listing and you want to share it out on socials, or you want to have a QR code that your clients or your open house visitors can scan, it's a great way to share your listing with others out in the interwebs. Again, makes yourself look really good, makes it look like you spent hours setting all of this up and coding. I don't even know how to do that, but this makes it really easy. You'll just copy and paste it. Perfect. When you go to save a hot sheet here, that little fire emoji in the bottom or in the top right-hand side, it'll ask you to give it a name, and it'll ask you for the frequency in which you'd like to receive those updates. Saving hot sheets is a really great way to see a recap or like a consolidated view of everything that's happened in your area, but you can also save the searches. So if I remove the hot sheet filter here, and I just want to save this search for Raleigh, it's going to ask me who the search is for. And I want to talk about your personal agent feed, because that's a really powerful tool for you inside of Zenlist. So when I see client, I'm going to click to add. And there I am. So you have a personal feed that's built into your account for you to save those searches and get real-time alerts when a listing is added. You can have as many searches running as you like, all of that fun stuff. But this is a great way to save searches to make sure that you're notified in real time when new properties hit the market, or when there's a price change. If you want to just be notified when when properties close or they go under contract, anything like that, this personal agent feed is a great sandbox for you, or a playground for you to stay on top of what's happening in your area, so that you never miss a beat, you never miss an update, anything like that. And then I want to talk quickly about your account. Once you sign up, and we'll share with you how to do that, you've got some different options here, some app defaults. You can set up your different notification preferences. You can also update your personal information. There is a public profile built into your Zenlist account. At the moment, it can only be managed through web, so I'll show you what that looks like before we dive too deep into the Q&A. But these details will be shown on those branded pages or on those links that you text to your clients. It's a great way to, I recommend, add a headshot, make sure update your contact information, make sure everything in here is up to date so that you've got it when you're ready to start sharing it with your clients, or you've got those links that you're ready to start texting. And my very favorite button inside of your account is this contact support button. So like I said, we have tons of webinars that are coming up. We have loads of resources and videos and how-to step-by-step instructions for you. But this contact support button will put you in touch with our support team so that we can help be that tech support for you when you have questions, if you get stuck, if your clients need some tech support as well, you can delegate that to us. We can't tell them what house to buy, but we can help them sign into their account. We can help them set up a search if that's what they need. So you don't have to be that Zenlist expert. You can delegate that off to us. We'll take really good care of them. And then I'm just going to swap back to my desktop so I can show you how to set up that profile and just see, so you can see how it compares to the mobile app. Because like I said, everything's pretty cross-compatible, but there are a few things that will be different. So this is the same Zenlist account from my computer, my Mac. So I've got that personal agent feed here. My search tab is just the same. I can do all of the same searching that I would here. I can pull up that address or the different locations that I may need, save my hot sheet. Everything is mirrored, so you can really use whatever device you prefer. I'm partial to my keyboard and my screens and my computer, but everyone's a little bit different, so you've got that flexibility. And then this branding section is where I would recommend setting up all of that public agent branding, update your headshots, things like that. I would recommend coming to this regular page here. You'll see a pro version. We'll talk about the different plans in a second, but this regular page is what we just saw. And you can make sure that this aligns with what you want your clients to be seeing. And this public profile is a great way to share Zenlist to your socials to generate leads for your business, things like that. We have marketing materials we'll share. Tons of more information will be coming at you very soon. And then your support is in the very bottom left-hand corner. This is where you live chat with the team from your desktop or computer. You'll just say that you need to send us a message, let us know what we can do to help, and someone will get back to your support team. Average is about 1.5 minute response time. So they're very quick, very happy and eager to help either you or your clients. We also love feedback and suggestions. So if you get started and there's something you think we're missing, definitely let us know. We're here to help and make it exactly what you need it to be that really robust mobile MLS tool. So I'll take you back to my slides because I want to talk about those different plan options. I saw a question in the chat already. So Zenlist has a starter plan that Doorify is kindly providing to all of their agents. It's a benefit that you get for being a member of Doorify MLS. It includes everything that I've shown you, all of those public pages, as many searches as you need, your hot sheets, and you can collaborate with up to one client at a time. This is designed to give you a really good long-term trial, if you will, of what Zenlist is like and how it can fit into your day-to-day. If you choose to upgrade, you can certainly do so. The monthly prices are $39 for a pro plan. That's the most popular option when we're talking about the upgrades, and top agents a little bit more for teams or really heavy seller clients, listing agents. There's some reverse prospecting tools in there. All of this is in your account. You don't have to memorize it. It's not hidden or anything like that. We'd be happy to send you this graphic. And there are, like I said, tons of resources that will walk you through those different options. So when you're ready, you can sign up. You can go to your Doorify dashboard. You'll search for Zenlist there. You'll click to get started and create an account. That's put you on the Doorify starter plan automatically so that you can start playing around with things, save a hot sheet or two. You can also try it with a test client if you want to set up a good friend or someone you live with, a partner, anything like that. You can delete that client and then replace them with a real buyer at a different date if you want to. It'll give you a good organic experience of what it's like to have a client working with you in Zenlist. And then this QR code will take you to register for those upcoming trainings. There's one happening tomorrow, and we have loads happening over the next couple of weeks and months. So fear not, you won't miss out on anything. We'll have all of that recorded. We can send you videos, all of that. But if you're curious to learn a little bit more of the nitty-gritty and the how-tos, this training webinar is the best place that I would recommend doing that. So that's kind of my TED Talk. I'm going to pull up the chat, but Sam, is there anything I missed? Anything?
So one question that did come up is, do you have to use Chrome as your browser to use Zenlist?
You can use any browser your heart desires. I'm partial Chrome, but you can use Safari, Opera, anything like that.
Is there the ability to import contacts? So if they have a CRM or anything like that, is there a way to import their contacts into Zenlist?
Great question. I'm going to come back to this. So if you missed the scan, don't worry, I'll bring you back to it. You can bulk upload clients. So when you click to invite a client up in the very top here, there's a little person with a plus sign icon. You can actually bulk upload a CSV file with all of the names and email addresses. We also offer direct integrations with a few CRMs. If I go down to my account in the very bottom left, and then I go to integrations, you can, with just a couple of clicks, connect with Follow Up Boss, Wise Agent, Close. And if your CRM's not in here, you can use Zapier. It's pretty simple to set up those connections so that Zenlist is feeding information to your CRM.
Awesome. Can clients see disclosures or documents in their public links?
No, not in the public links, no.
What if I share it directly, like a saved search to my clients?
At the moment, the documents are restricted from your clients. If that's something that you have strong opinions on or feedback on, definitely send it to us. Let us know or let the Doorify team know. And it's something that we can chat amongst teams to figure out what that process or the accessibility of the documents should be.
I can see there's a question about whether it says RIR is becoming a sandbox to try all new tools. And no, so what you have seen Jessie present here today is available to all subscribers. There is like Jessie explained, a pro version and another tier on top of that. And what we want to do as Doorify here is to bring these very innovative tools to our subscribers. The starter plan, which everybody will have access to, is a solid tool in and of itself. And for a lot of agents, that will be all that you need. If you as an agent if your need is a little greater, we are bringing the option for you to upgrade and continue to use this tool for a reduced cost, right? So because we are a sizable MLS, we have the ability to offer these things to subscribers at a reduced cost. So there's a huge advantage to that.
There's also a question for specific to the phones. Is the trial version of called Zenlist Home Search or something else when they are on an iPhone, so on a mobile device?
When you're searching like the App Store, if you just search Zenlist or Zenlist Home Search, it'll pull up. There's only one Zenlist app, so there's not a separate app for agents and clients or anything like that. So you'll just download the Zenlist app in the App Store. I can send a link as well if you have any trouble with that. And then you'll just sign in through whatever method you set up your account, probably through your Doorify credentials. You'll use that same sign-in method across all of your devices. You can stay signed in to as many devices as you want. It's not going to sign you out. I think we refresh that sign-in token every 6 months or so. So you should be pretty good as far as signing in. You won't have to do that every time you open the app or anything like that.
Cool. We did have a question about training. Now, training will be published to the Doorify training calendar, but the link will be through Zenlist. So when you sign up through your calendar, through the Doorify training calendar, you'll get a link to register for the class, and that would be through Zenlist.
And we'll like I said, we'll record all of that as well. We'll put one on YouTube or one or two of them on YouTube so that there's a shareable link as well that we can send over to y'all when it's done processing tomorrow. So there's something that you can watch on demand in your own time if those times don't work for you. It's really hard to coordinate a bunch of people to all be available for 45 minutes at the same time. So there will be a ton of recorded resources as well.
We will also include the links to those recorded trainings into that resource page that we linked earlier, and I will link it again here now.
Beautiful. Just reading through that Q&A or that chat. Make sure I didn't miss anything. There's a lot we could talk about, but I don't want to information dump on anyone. I would really recommend, like I said, get started with the starter plan. You're not going to be asked to enter a credit card or anything like that. It's a benefit that you're provided. It'll give you a good, like I said, kind of trial period for what Zenlist can do. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. You can cancel anytime, all of that fun stuff. But I would recommend if you plan to attend one of those trainings, go ahead and sign up beforehand. take a look around, save a couple of searches. Like I said, if you want to invite a test client or something like that, it'll give you some good ideas of what questions you still have, what we can talk about in those trainings that you're curious to learn a little bit more about, as well as contacting our support team if you have questions. We'd be happy to send you all of those resources.
Yeah, see, there was a question about whether this app would only show Doorify listings. Could you speak to that a little bit?
Great question. Great question. So Zenlist is in about 30 or so different MLSs, depending on where you're located. You can connect all of your MLS memberships to one Zenlist account so that there's only one sign-in, one place that you're setting up your searches, whether it's California, Florida, or North Carolina, whatever that looks like. That does require the Pro upgrade to have more than one MLS membership on there. So if you're a member of more than one MLS and need that, I would recommend checking out the Pro plan. But that'll have you host all of your different memberships and all of your different markets under one account so that you're not managing multiples and your clients don't have to manage multiples as well. You can have one kind of solid search for all of the different areas you're a part of.
So for the average user here or a Doorify subscriber, this will probably just display, or they will only have access to Doorify listings.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good.
Barbara asked, so agents and clients are downloading the same app. That's right. The permissions that you're seeing is based on the account that you have. So whether you have that agent ID tied to your account, which you would as a Doorify agent, clients have a different kind of ID tied to their account. So that's what controls what information they see, what permissions they have. So everyone's just going to use the same Zenlist app, keeps it really easy, eliminates the amount of bugs that we're handling and questions, things like that. So everyone would just use the same Zenlist app. There's only one of them out there. We do integrate directly with Wise Agent. So if that's your CRM, you can connect that inside of your account with just a couple of quick clicks. It'll send over your client and search and activity information to your CRM so that you can set up those processes on your end, help stay on top of everything.
There is a quick question.
Oh. Sorry, all right. Christine's question about if Zenlist is going to be free after 1 year, I think something to that effect. And Zenlist, in the way the offering is right now, and definitely through the end of the year, is that there will be no charge for the starter plan. In the fall, we'll be taking a look at adoption and usage, and we will see what 2026 will look like. So it could continue to be the base plan to be included in the fees, but we will see.
Beautiful.
All right. Any additional questions that were not answered, we will make sure that those get answered in our FAQ on that product page. Of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to support. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much to Nolan and Jessie for being here and showing us Zenlist. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and this has been recorded, and it will be made available later this week.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. This has been great.
Thank you, Jessie. Thank you, Nolan.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.